What if you could lose weight without spending hours at the gym? That's the promise of biohacking your metabolism, a cutting-edge approach that claims to optimize your body's ability to burn fat through simple lifestyle changes. From cold exposure and intermittent fasting to specific nutrients and sleep hacks, biohacking could be the key to effortless weight loss. But does it really work, or is it just another trend? In this video, we'll uncover the science behind metabolic biohacking and whether it can truly help you shed pounds without breaking a sweat. Today, we will talk about, can biohacking your metabolism help you lose weight without exercise? So before we get started, make sure to hit that like button, also subscribe to my channel. The concept of biohacking your metabolism has exploded in popularity, promising weight loss without grueling workouts or restrictive diets. But what does science actually say about manipulating your body's energy systems for effortless fat burning? While the term biohacking might sound futuristic, many of these techniques are grounded in ancient wisdom and emerging nutritional science. From cold exposure to strategic fasting, from nutrient timing to targeted supplementation, metabolic biohacking aims to optimize how your body processes energy at the cellular level. The appeal is obvious. Who wouldn't want to reprogram their biology to burn fat more efficiently? But separating the hype from reality requires understanding what actually influences metabolic rate, insulin sensitivity, and fat oxidation beyond just calorie counting. While exercise remains invaluable for health, certain biohacks may indeed help shift your metabolism into a more efficient fat-burning state, even when you're not actively working out. The metabolic master switch. Insulin sensitivity. At the heart of metabolic biohacking is insulin, the hormone that determines whether your body stores fat or burns it. When cells become resistant to insulin signals, a condition developing in over 88 million Americans, your metabolism essentially gets stuck in fat storage mode. Biohacking techniques aim to reverse this by improving insulin sensitivity through methods like intermittent fasting, which gives your body regular breaks from insulin production. Consuming apple cider vinegar before meals has been shown to blunt blood sugar spikes by 20 to 30%, reducing insulin demand. Even something as simple as taking a 10-minute walk after eating can increase glucose uptake by muscles without requiring a full workout. These small tweaks work because they address the root metabolic dysfunction behind weight gain, rather than just attacking symptoms through calorie restriction. Cold exposure, turning shivers into fat burn. Deliberate cold exposure through cold showers, ice baths, or even just dressing lightly in cool weather activates brown adipose tissue, BAT, a special type of fat that actually burns calories to generate heat. Unlike white fat that stores energy, brown fat is metabolically active, consuming glucose and lipids to maintain body temperature. Studies show regular cold exposure can increase BAT activity by up to 45%, leading to an extra 200 to 300 calories burned daily without exercise. The mechanism works through temperature-sensitive receptors that trigger the release of norepinephrine, a hormone that signals fat cells to release energy. Cold exposure also makes fat cells more sensitive to insulin, creating a metabolic double whammy. While not a substitute for exercise, incorporating intentional cold can provide similar metabolic benefits to moderate cardio by activating these overlooked fat-burning pathways. Nutrient timing. Eating in sync with your circadian rhythm. Your metabolism operates on a 24-hour cycle that modern eating patterns often disrupt. Biohackers leverage this by consuming most calories earlier in the day when insulin sensitivity is highest and digestion strongest. Research shows people who eat identical meals at 8 a.m. versus 8 p.m. process the nutrients completely differently. Morning meals result in better blood sugar control and more fat oxidation. This isn't about eating less, but rather redistributing intake to align with metabolic peaks. A simple hack is making breakfast or lunch your largest meal while keeping dinner light and early. Studies show this alone can lead to significant fat loss without changing total calories. Your body also metabolizes different macronutrients better at different times. Carbs are better tolerated earlier, while fats can be consumed later without metabolic penalty. This chrononutrition approach works because it respects your biology. Plant compounds that boost metabolism. Certain plant compounds act as natural metabolic regulators by influencing fat cell behavior and mitochondrial function. Green tea catechins, especially EGCE, increase fat oxidation by inhibiting an enzyme that breaks down norepinephrine. Coffee chlorogenic acids reduce glucose absorption in the gut while enhancing fat burning. Berberine from golden seal activates AMPK, an enzyme often called the metabolic master switch that improves insulin sensitivity similarly to exercise. Resveratrol from grapes and dark berries activates sirtuins, longevity proteins that enhance mitochondrial efficiency. The key is consuming these compounds in therapeutic doses, often higher than normal dietary amounts, through targeted supplementation or concentrated food sources. Unlike stimulants that artificially boost metabolism, these plant bioactives work by optimizing existing metabolic pathways for more efficient energy use. Breath work. Oxygen as a metabolic lever. How you breathe influences metabolism more than most realize. Chronic stress breathing, shallow chest breaths, keeps the body in a catabolic state that promotes fat storage. Controlled breath work, like the Wim Hof method or tunnel breathing, can increase metabolic rate by up to 30% through thermogenesis. But the simplest metabolic breathing hack is nasal breathing. Studies show mouth breathing during sleep correlates with higher rates of metabolic disorders. Microbiome manipulation, gut bacteria that influence weight. Your gut microbiome plays a surprising role in determining how many calories you extract from food and whether those calories get stored or burned. Certain bacterial strains like Akkermansia muciniphila improve gut barrier function and metabolic health, while others like firmicutes are associated with increased energy harvest from food. Biohackers cultivate beneficial strains through prebiotic fibers, like resistant starch from cooled potatoes or green banana flour, that feed good bacteria. Sleep optimization, the underrated metabolic regulator. Poor sleep may sabotage metabolism more effectively than any biohack can improve it. Just one night of sleep deprivation reduces insulin sensitivity, comparable to 6 months on a high-fat diet. Sleep loss also increases ghrelin, hunger hormone, while decreasing leptin, satiety hormone, creating the perfect metabolic storm for fat storage. Morning sunlight exposure helps regulate circadian rhythms that control metabolic hormones. Practical implementation. Building a metabolic biohacking routine. The most effective metabolic biohacking combines several of these approaches into a sustainable daily practice. A sample morning might start with cold exposure, 30 to 60-second cold shower, followed by morning sunlight viewing, then a polyphenol-rich breakfast, green tea, berries, eggs with turmeric, consumed within an hour of waking. Lunch could incorporate prebiotic fibers and metabolism-boosting spices like cayenne or cinnamon. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. Before you go, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.